Hello there, Camille here. I am here to talk to you about self care. Now, before you press pause, I want to look at it in a different way because this is something every week I'm thinking about things I could share with you that would help fill you up and lift you to the next level. And self care is one of those things that's talked about a lot, but I want you to look at it in a different way. This is what I have noticed for myself. The things that I have done recently in the last several months for self care no longer are working. So when I say self care, it usually means for me a time when I need to relax and rejuvenate and refill myself. And usually the things that I was doing for that involved, maybe taking a nap, maybe, laying down. Usually it was something laying down, looking at a screen. So whether it was like looking at my phone, at social media, or watching a movie or a program that I like, or maybe involved food like eating chocolate or my favorite sweet or a hot drink or talking on the phone. Not that there's anything wrong with those things. Those were the normal things I used to do to fill myself up and just to feel better. And I've noticed in the last several months that those things were not working anymore. So I thought, why is that? I don't even know why, but my guess is that the world is more chaotic. Troubles of our own or our family members, or just, when we hear and we plug in, we hear other people's stuff, it's heavy and it presses down on us. And, it's like the forces of good and evil are very polarized. Like the bad stuff is pressing down and, there's good stuff too. So looking that direction definitely helps. But what I had to do was come up with some new strategies for self-care. And I did that. I thought intentionally, what can I do that will really not just make me feel sort of flat, but really lift me up and find that little spark inside. So I'll share a few things that I've done in the hopes that maybe they'll give you ideas if you're in the same boat. Maybe you're not in this boat at all and you can just, throw all this away. But for those of you that have experienced this, this might help you. So one thing that I've started doing is sitting outside on my patio and having my lunch. So I work from home and that's easy for me to do. I love to be able to just look at the sky, look at the sun. If it's not too hot, feel the sun on my face, hear the birds sing, watch my dogs and just be with them. And just that little 20, 30 minutes makes a big difference. Like afterwards, I feel like, I'm ready to go again and I can do my work or, whatever the hard thing is, it really works. And, for me, a lot of it is moving my body in some way, yoga or hiking or walking dogs, and being out in nature are things that are automatic pick me ups. So, creating, inside of us, we are all creators and we have that need to create. So, when you're thinking about new self care things you could do, maybe you could do something creative. If you like art, you could draw, you could paint, you could color. I love to color. Maybe you could cook a meal that brings yourself or your family or somebody else joy. Those are definitely creative things, and there's a lot more. Those are just examples. The other thing is to play. Play. Find things that make you laugh again if you lost your sense of humor or you become kind of like great jaded or grumpy. I was trying to say those together. So what I like to do to laugh is, look at funny memes and hopefully I can share funny videos with other people. My husband, who doesn't always like to look at it, but I'm like, you're going to laugh. Look at this. So, or just like going outside and watching my dogs play, watching them chase each other and be silly. So watching them makes me laugh and smile. Or little children, watching your children can bring so much joy. So my challenge to you is to think about something different that you could insert into your self-care game. And if you don't have a self-care game, you need to get one. And find that joy again. And then when you are feeling that joy, you're brighter, you're shinier. And, other people, you're like magnetic. People are like, geez, what's she doing? That's making her feel so happy and joyful. So my challenge to you is to try something, and I would love your feedback. I would love to hear what you're doing, not just because it's me talking about things, but when as a group we come in and share things, then we're collaborating and we're getting ideas. And, those ideas for good are growing and getting some critical mass. So my challenge is for you to pick something and share it, and I would love to hear all about it. And I hope you have a most wonderful, joyful day. See you next time.